Psychoanalytic, Freud. Some people that go with this. Dr. Hutchinson's mnemonic, barf. I hate Freudian stuff. It's like waste. No, just kidding. So I'm going to barf when we have to talk about Freud. Brill, B-R-I-L-L, Bordin, B-O-R-D-I-N, Anna Freud, and Roe, R-O-E. Then we've got Freud on the end. Okay? Major terms, and again, I'm not going to go through and define all these. You guys can find the definitions in your book, but these are the terms that you should be familiar with. Catharsis, transference, free association, and interpretation. These are the kind of key terms that you need to be thinking about when you're thinking about Freudian therapy. His book, The Interpretation of Dreams, was they consider it the most important work in analytical literature. Okay, so if they say, this book was the most important work in analytical literature, or who was responsible for it, it's Freud and The Interpretation of Dreams. Big on dreams. There's two types of dream content. Anybody know what they are? Latent and manifest. Exactly. Latent and manifest, the two types of dream content. You need to be familiar with each and what they mean. So he was big on dreams. He had a structural theory that there was this iceberg, which is like your unconsciousness and the levels of it. And so information and memories and thoughts and beliefs are going to go from the base of the iceberg as they're becoming more and more conscious up above the waterline and up to the top. In that there's the use of a lot of the defense mechanisms. You guys need to know what all of those are. And if they give you, I do remember several questions about this, that if they give you an example of a situation and ask you which defense mechanism is being employed here. So I'm going to come back to that in just a second, and I'm going to give you some ways to remember each of the different defense mechanisms and what they mean. His was a structural theory with the id, ego, and superego. And my little tip to you guys for remembering which each of those is why find pleasure in reality when you can go for the ideal? Not a real healthy thing, but so it is the pleasure principle, ego is reality, and the superego is the ideal. Okay?